Hey everyone, my name is Andrew Langfield, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys my quick 3 tips on how I like to find music for my videos effectively and quickly. Now, this video is brought to you by Audiio, Audiio with 2 I's. This is a music licensing platform similar to MusicBed or Epidemic Sound or Artlist. There's so many platforms now. This one is slightly different, and let me tell you why. Because they don't just offer a monthly subscription or a yearly subscription, which they do. They also offer a lifetime subscription. That means you pay once and you have it forever. Now, I remember the first time I heard about Audiio, this was about a year ago. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this ad that said, "Never pay for music licensing again." Now, at first I was a little skeptical because I was thinking to myself, $199 for a lifetime subscription seemed a little too good to be true. When you look at things like Epidemic Sound and MusicBed, which I also use, their music licensing is about $144 to about $180 a year. So $180 for a lifetime was a really good deal. Anyways, I looked into it a little bit and I passed it up. Now the price is $299, but thankfully Audiio has provided you guys a discount code called SAVE100, and that will get the $100 off to get it back to $199. Now, I do use Epidemic Sound and MusicBed occasionally, but on top of that, I did end up purchasing Audiio just because it was such a good deal and I could not pass it up. Now, if you are interested in that, there is a link in the description below that you guys can click and just use the code SAVE100, and that'll get you your lifetime subscription for $199. So let's go ahead and get started with tip number 1, which is always to be listening to music. And what I mean by that is licensable music. So what I do is I go onto audio.com and I just start listening to music. I love listening to music all the time when I go to work or while I'm at work. I love these headphones here because they're Bluetooth, and I just throw them on, and on my phone I start listening to all the music that I can so that I can just be passing the time listening to music and enjoying the music. I've been using audio.com right now exclusively, and I've loved their music, and it just sounds so good that it doesn't sound like I'm listening to licensable music or something cheap. It actually sounds like high production value music, and this is why I've been really enjoying Audiio. So what I like to do is when I go on their website, I like to go to playlists, and once I go there, you can listen to different playlists that are curated. For example, I like listening to the cinematic one or the acoustic one or the ambient one. You can go here and separate them by moods or genres. And another thing I like to do is just go to the music tab. In the music tab here, you have different filters that you can filter out. I like to go into the genre and then choosing or excluding the ones that are gonna fit my project or the project that I'm working on. I like to work on a lot of things that are cinematic by nature or a little bit more ambient, so I like to put those ones in there. So I go in there and I click cinematic and then I click ambient, and that already filters it out to a playlist that I'm probably gonna like a lot. The second thing I do there is I click instrumental only. Since I do a lot of things with talking heads, I like to exclude lyrical music, so that's why I do by clicking instrumental only. Then you can go to moods and then you go ahead and add something. If you want something that's gonna be happy or hopeful, I'm gonna do that, so I'm gonna click happy. And let's say, for example, I don't feel like something that's gonna be, let's say, rebellious or sinister. Let's say sinister. I'm gonna exclude anything that's sinister, and that adds it to the filter. And that will create a little bit of a playlist that you guys can go through and listen to while you're doing different things. This leads on to my second tip, which is create your own playlist. This is extremely helpful because we all know that music and finding music takes a very long time. Now, since we are already listening to it throughout our day, it is helpful to create your own playlist, which is basically just saving that curated songs that you really like while you're listening to them throughout the day. And the way to do this here is you have a little create button. You see, I already have 2 playlists here. One is called YouTube, another one is Andric Cinematics. Let's create another one. I'll call this one Sample. So I'm just gonna create that one. As you can see now, it's created here called Sample. Now, as I'm going through songs, let's say I like this song here. Let's listen to this. Yeah, okay, so let's say, for example, I enjoy that one, and I think that one's gonna fit my Andric Cinematics. I'm gonna go down here, I'm gonna click this, I'm gonna say add to Andric Cinematics, and then add it. And by that, I'm curating these different playlists that I can go back to later in time and save so much time in the editing process when you're trying to find songs and you're trying to edit real quick. So that's something that's been very helpful for me, and it's gonna be helpful for you when you create your own playlist. And the third and final tip today is figure out the tempo and the build of your song so that it matches your video. This is extremely helpful when you're trying to get a song that will actually match your visuals, because you don't want to just throw a happy song when you're trying to make a statement, a methodical statement. So you want to make sure that your tempo and your build matches your visuals. Very, very important, and this is why they have these filters here called build and BPM. BPM stands for beats per minute. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a musical term saying that there is 100 beats per minute, and that means that obviously the more beats, the faster the song will go, and the more upbeat probably that song will be. So by clicking here, I can filter through the lowest, which is 45 beats per minute, to 250. So somewhere I like to put this around 100 and above. So I like to put it maybe right around 105, because when I'm doing these kind of talking head videos, I want to make sure that there is an upbeat pace. The second one is build. Build is also very important, because if you want just something that's going to stay steady for maybe these talking head videos, I'm not necessarily looking for an epic build up and release in the music. So I'm just going to want something steady and constant. I'm going to make sure that I click steady. And you're going to see here in the waveform that everything kind of remains steady. You can see that everything's kind of the same, very chill and relaxed. Now, if I go here and I click ascending, you're going to notice that these songs are now ascending to a climax here and here and here. Or you can use multiple crescendos here, which is basically different crescendos or max points in the song that will basically help your film move along, keep the pacing along if that's something that you're trying to look for. So those are my 3 tips for today. Do remember, if you want to go ahead and get yourself your lifetime subscription plan for $199, go ahead and click the link in the description below. That'll take you to the website, and you can use the code SAVE100 to get your $100 off your lifetime subscription. They also have other things like your Audiio Pro and your lifetime sound effects library, which they also include there. A couple of things to note here: your lifetime subscription music does not cover TV, OTT, or theatrical. That's going to be a slight upgrade for that, but for things for like YouTube, short films, anything like that that you're not basically streaming on like Hulu or Netflix, or you're not streaming on TV, you're good to go with the lifetime music. That's something I really like about Audiio, is that they don't exclude depending if you have 5,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers, and they don't exclude whether you're using Instagram or YouTube. It covers everything, which is really, really cool. The other one is Audiio Pro, which has both music and sound effects, but that one is also a yearly, so you have to pay it every year. But in my opinion, if you're gonna pay this, I might as well just get the lifetime subscription for $199 and then just have it forever. This is one of the things that got me hooked in it, when I thought I could be using this music or this platform when I'm 40, 50, 60 years old. If I'm still doing that, by then I could still be using this platform and using their music, and any other updates or new songs they add, those are also included on there. So I hope that video was helpful to you guys. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in next week's video.